coming up on Thanksgiving, and you know, I don't know what's going to happen. Like in 2 weeks from now, if the time between Christmas, Thanksgiving and Christmas, there's going to be a ton of new cases because everybody went to family, friends, whatever. I mean, we're not. We're going to be with our daughter and family, who lives like 300 feet away. But that's about as much as we're doing. And is it good? No. We're not going to parents. We're not going to see any other relatives or any of that kind of stuff. So, I mean, it's not a great situation, but it's one of those that, you know, hopefully this will all pass, and then we'll be able to get together, you know. I'd rather get together in the future at a, you know, dinner type celebration than get together at a funeral type celebration. So that's kind of how we're looking at it, is that yes, everybody's tired of COVID and all the stuff that goes with it, but you've got to try to do what you can do. And people's view that it's infringing on their rights, well, you know what, this sort of infringes on my right to wear or not wear a seatbelt, and I can just say, yeah, I'm not going to wear a seatbelt, and that's my right. If I get pulled over, well, then I get in trouble. But it's for my benefit, and it's, you know, safety. So I don't really understand why people think that because the scientists and medical profession and all that are telling you certain things, that's infringing on your right. I mean, what happened to caring about other people's rights? I don't know. It's a very divided time that we're in, I guess, but hopefully we'll look back on it as a darker period of history or something. I don't know. I don't know how the future is going to go. If I did, be pretty wealthy, huh? So I could tell you what's going to happen. But for now, we're doing what we think is the best option, and we're going to have a very small Thanksgiving get-together with our daughter and grandkids there, and that's about it. Even our son from the other side of the state's not going to be joining us, and we're not going to be joining him. So we're keeping it real small in the hopes that there'll be other ones. So who would ever have thought you could and should walk into a store looking like this? One more stop to make. One of my wholesale accounts, I've got to see how they've been selling or whatever. What I do is I bring them down coffee, and then I check, make sure if it's been sold or not sold. It's, you know, the wholesale aspect of coffee, you got to have some good volume. Otherwise, you know, the way I think about it is that with the wholesale part, the coffee has to stay fresh because your name's on it. So that means you only have X amount of time before the coffee starts to go bad. So if somebody buys that bad coffee, you know, then it's sort of your name, and they're like, oh, that coffee's no good. But really, it's not that the coffee's no good, it's that the coffee's old, you know, and that's what happens pretty much in grocery stores. So I don't want that to happen, and, you know, I've been having this debate about how to do more of the wholesale. I'm still waiting to hear back from the Mountain whether they're going to do wholesale at the gift shop and the other stores. They probably don't know yet either, because the environment's changing, you know, all the time. So I mean, I did all my paperwork for the Mountain, so I'm going to be an official ski instructor. But how much that's going to be, I don't know. You know, I don't know how many people are going to need lessons. I don't know how many hours it's going to be. I don't know any of that. And I've got to talk to them on Friday about, you used to be able to get part of a Pro plan, which Pro plan was that you could get any skis or boots or any of that kind of stuff at, let's say, substantially decreased prices. I haven't, I've skied since I've been 13, and I think maybe I've bought 1 or 2 pairs of skis retail. It's always been through a ski shop, and you get the Pro plan there, or a mountain, you get the Pro plan there. So I'm hoping that will come about. But that wholesale aspect for coffee, it's a tough one, because if it goes bad, somebody has it, your name's on it, and that's not really a great thing, to me anyway. Well, last stop, that they didn't sell any coffee. I only put down there like 5 bags, but again, they're roasted fresh, so they'll last a little bit longer, but it's a point. And I'd rather sell less and have everybody be happy with the quality and the freshness and the taste and all of that than be selling a ton more by going to grocery stores and having just somebody buy once in a while kind of thing. It doesn't, I don't think it does any good in the long run. This weekend is a bookstore downtown, and we're going to start offering free coffee to people who come in from now till Christmas for them to try, and then there'll be some bags of coffee for them to buy. So we'll see how that goes. It's like I said before, everything that we're doing right now, I look at as, a bit of a experiment, because we don't know what's going to happen, how it's going to happen, etc., as well as sort of laying a foundation for what's going to happen in the future. So it's the experimental foundation. How's that? I'm just going to put this out there, because you saw that little picture, that was from Stowe, Vermont. I know some people who are planning on coming to Stowe, and I'm hoping that they will look into the rules or whatever, because supposedly now, everywhere you go, there's signs everywhere, entering Vermont, quarantine. And that if they do end up coming, I don't know what their plans are, but the state says if you come, you've got to either quarantine at your place, wherever that was, for 2 weeks, travel solely here, do that kind of thing, or you've got to quarantine 2 weeks here, and then you can do whatever, or you've got to quarantine for a week and then have a test and then go. So again, I'm just putting that out there, so anybody who's planning to come to Vermont for skiing or whatever it is you're having to do, that's how it is. How they're going to check it or whatever, I have no idea. But I'm just putting it out there.